Words Lance Ever Cast. I'm your host Swkoll, and today we're looking at a very good 1v1 game with some very high level players. In the top left corner we have Koecher going UEF versus Mad Stork going Seraphim at the bottom right. It is on tag Craftiest Maximus, which is a ladder map. In case you weren't aware, you have this starting position, which is a bit off-center from where your ACU starts, but you have a medium-distance hydro, which some players like to use and some players do not. It looks like Mad Stork will be, as well as Koecher will be. There are also quite a few interesting features. You've got several choke points on this map. You've got a choke point here, 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 and here. So 5 overall, plus you have these high islands here, which are interesting early game because you can place radars. They're good mid game because very interesting platform to launch mobile missile launchers, and Tech 2 PD can shoot if you're UEF. And late game, it's a great staging place for Tech 3 artillery to deny this whole area. Now, interesting strategies on this map would be fast Tech 2 Navy. If you can win Navy and get a Tech 2 cruiser, you put it right here, or right here, and all your opponent's power goes, all their tech mass goes, most of the build capacity will soon fall. If that fails, more cruisers. Another interesting thing you can do is, well, interesting choice is where your ACU expands. Do you send them up to the top, across to the bottom, or through the middle? If you go up to the top, it's a shorter distance, therefore easier to secure. If you go here, it's farther away and your opponent's ACU might have secured it already with Tech 1 PD and your assault might have failed. But in the event that you do secure it, it will become easier for you to secure this top position. And if you push to the middle, you have an opportunity to directly walk into your opponent's base and disrupt the build capacity. We're seeing second air openings from both players. Slightly faster bomber from Koecher, maybe 10 or so seconds. And one raiding group will fall from Mad Stork. Although something you cannot neglect on this map is these islands. They've got 2 mexes and a rock. The rock is a few hundred mass, it's not anything major, but it's good to get it. Nice bomb comes off, the land factory production, but another energy is right there to get back on it. Our radar will see this raiding group of 2 strikers and a snoop. This is why most players, including myself, you either want to wall off, or wall this off, or early on, nice Tech 1 PD right here. Usually already will not come through. Just putting a Tech 1 PD here will also counter AC through the middle. We're seeing a fast Tech 1 Navy from Koecher. We'll be seeing frigates, possibly to counter floating arty, floating around the back. And minute 5, Koecher is dropping the island. Is he dropping all the islands or his island? He's dropping his island. Looks like we'll have some more successful raiding. We'll take out a single mountain striker, but then it will be cleaned up by more strikers. Looks like Mad Stork is deciding to use bombers successfully. Interesting decision. Normally with early bombers, you want to be going after the build capacity and power of your opponent. Like bomber here, be absolutely devastating to Koecher's build capacity, would allow Mad Stork to catch up in the factory count much faster. But Koecher has successfully dropped all his islands and has a frigate. Also, submarines can counter these underwater mexes. You can actually hit these with frigates or floating arty, but we are seeing, what is that? I need to place there for a moment. Looks like a sub. So first sub from Mad Stork, it will allow him to be competitive in the Navy. Has he scouted his opponent's naval factory? He is not. He has been very protective of his bomber and not scouting, but now he has seen the frigate. He knows what's coming. He energy gets killed very quickly. The sub will come down. Mad Stork will drop his island. Interesting position. Mad Stork is trying to build the power down here, rather than up here on the ledge. Building it here will defend it from any sort of possible frigate shooting in the back, as you can see there. The subs should clean it up. Come on, subs. We need to do it. We can do it. We believe we do. Actually, Koecher looking to counter drop. Managed to shoot down the transport, and will be looking to take back the island. Meanwhile, Mad Stork has been working his way on the map in Gold Advantage. He has this secured. He's pushing forward. And it looks like Koecher's army is being forced off position, and a nice ranger group has denied his map control. And finally, the 9-kill harassment frigate will be shot down by a sub. The frigate is out, but Koecher's sub is coming out, so an important thing here. Mad Stork has 2 subs. 2 subs versus 1 sub. The 2 subs will always win, and that'll give you a significant advantage. If Koecher sees the second sub, he should turn the sub around and wait for a second sub to come up. And this is something because this sub has no chance. It only gets off like 2 torpedoes. Or going down. And now he's behind 2 subs. Got another one out. But Koecher looking for that Tech 2 land option. He's getting pillars, looking to push through the middle. Meanwhile, Mad Stork will be doing some minor raiding. Although, it looks like it will be minorly successful, but 2 pillars will come clean it up. So almost no significant damage was done, and Koecher's ACU are not created, but it will be looking to destroy this force, which it might be able to use successfully. Although it looks like forces will retreat from each other. And Mad Stork has been presented with the opportunity. Because Koecher has pulled his forces here, he has a small force here can go in as a direct line to Koecher's power. Probably does not know he does not have radar or power in this area. Is he getting an ACU upgrade? Is he going to air? No. Is he going to Navy? No. Oh yes, no. I don't know what he's using his power on. Yep. The power generators were too devastating. Well, the raid not do much. It managed to deny Tech 2 mass ejectors, but 2 Tech 1 mass ejectors. But in the end, the amount of mass feeded to Mad Stork should benefit him in the long run. And now 2 subs from Koecher are showing up. 2v2 will soon turn into 2v1. Mad Stork realizes this and retreats into some range. He actually got a bit of veterancy on this. Getting 1 health per second, and oh no, he's sending it back in. No good. Actually, Koecher, capture an NG. Oh, that's an interesting situation to get there from tech. Your opponent isn't paying attention. And there goes his NG. That's something I would like to see a lot more from per game. Capturing NG. It's incredibly underrated. But Koecher got unit control, since his units in 1 at a time, but they get massacred by SAM. Although Lobo's using their advantage and taking out stationary targets that don't move, getting the first shot off at them. And that's what's getting putting a lot into the sub spam. He wants the subs. He wants the naval control so he can safely go Tech 2, which he has. He's gone Tech 2. He's using a destroyer to 20%. But Koecher has also gone Tech 2. He's getting it slightly faster. Also at 22%. Current naval advantage. Actually, Koecher looking to drop the naval production with a single NG. I'm not exactly sure what he's going to do with that. And now, very important naval plan engagement. There's quite a bit of Tech 2 in it. Force, so things are not looking good from that force. There are almost no defenses holding this position in. But it looks like Koecher has decided to retreat to become an inferior force. And now reinforcements from Mad Stork will come in to reinforce that position. Meanwhile, we've got a group of pillars moving out on side. interesting option at this point would be a Tech 2 Air one. You can notice there's no Tech 2 flak here. The nearest flak is way up here. Both players counting on the fact that they have air control, and now Koecher moves from that, so will even out that pillar advantage Koecher had by going slightly faster players, or slightly faster Tech 2 land, and now the Destroyer is out from Koecher. Matt Zork deciding to shift his build capacity from sub spam to Destroyer spam, and Koecher will be looking to move out with his navy. His plan. He's planning on attacking the sub fleet, and all skirmish should be cleaned up by Tech 127. Actually, Koecher is looking to use a lot of map control on this bottom side. He needs to make up for it with his navy. And looks like the Destroyer is out. Point. Subs will try some kiting as they flee from the Destroyer. Koecher, where's he at? He's at plus 87 map, about 1200 power and 5000 reclaimed. Got Mad Stork sitting at a more comfortable 92 maps per second, 1800 power, but only 2000 reclaimed. So Koecher definitely taking the advantage of the map and fed to him, and will be using it to his advantage, but a bit of a mistake from Mad Stork getting his subs into the fight where they are not wanted. He should have waited for the Destroyer to show up. Now this is a very nasty looking force that will have to go face a single Destroyer. That mistake right there might have cost Mad Stork in the game. There's just too much Tech 1 here. Tech 1 countering a Tech 2 at its finest. The Destroyer will go down. Their Tech 2 air option countered. It's about halfway done. And he gets the cruiser. Now another Destroyer will be worked on. Of course, we're probably counting on map control. Actually, a cruiser already out. Nice. Did you want that? As we're trying to put more and more build capacity getting those Destroyers. He gets 2, maybe 3, he'll have a chance. He's got the Tech 2 air out. The Koecher looking to even these out quite a bit. Bit of an assault from Mad Stork. I don't know if this will be successful for freelance, and Koecher will definitely trim things around for him. He's going Titan. Definite counter to Tank 1 in all its forms. And meanwhile, subsequent assaults controls from that Titan zone. And in about 3 minutes, Koecher has retook map control, gotten the numbers advantage. Actually, stuff like that cleaned up. Surprise. But another one should come in. Get better. But Mad Stork using loads and loads of map control. Look at all this air that had producers now dead. And his economy is managing to keep it positive to the map for now. So now 3 Titans forcing me to 3. There's no hope. Countering 3 Titans with Tech 2. He's going Tech 3 land of his own. About halfway there. Minute 21. And Koecher completely comfortable with going this Tech 2 spam. He's going fairly light in the power, but he definitely wants to get up to the Tech 3 option. And now he's bringing in his Air Force after successfully winning land engagements in the bottom. He's about to win a land engagement at the top. That's where it's new. He's got gun, he's got Tech 2, and he's standing in the middle of nowhere being fairly. That's what we'll have to do something crazy in terms of at this point. Called the GG. And Mad Stork realizing that he's lost Navy and that he's lost map control will forfeit the match. Not really forfeit. More surrender. Well, in a 22-minute game, we saw some very good plays. Getting the early map control, going fast Tech 2, getting that Destroyer faster, keeping his navy together, which is what Mad Stork failed to do. Also, lack of frigates did not help. Frigates counter Tech 2 Navy very well, especially in small quantities. Well, of Tech 2, not of frigates. But I hope you enjoyed this cast. If you have any ideas to improve it, I know I scroll too much. Apologies. Can't really do it. I try to fix it. Not scroll too much, but just so much of a habit at this point, I can't stop it. I'm addicted to scrolling. Well, I hope you enjoyed this cast, and good night.